Where's Saber? Where is Saber? That's the first one I lost as? That one is all the ones before that? That's a lot of wins. Can Saber start with Spear? Yes. How many losses do I think I'll have on my 62-0 run? Is this a trick question? Oh, this is not a thing anymore. I don't feel like I've ever tried Spear Saver, which is very strange because it conceptually should be very good. Right? Because we get max HP from the weapons. And they're like a good weapon type and don't cost too much. It's possible that like the first run I ever did on Saber was with Spears actually, and I just haven't tried again since then. Huge start. Absolutely huge start. Spears are like the other one of the three. I'll just pick Thief Daggers or SMGs or Spears, and it's probably fine. The only reason I like Thief Daggers is that they can become like Spears if you spend money on making them like Spears. And they also give you a bunch of money, so you can do that. Loot start, it feels like easy mode for Saber. I feel like I don't believe you. I believe that you had an easy run with Saber with loots. I just don't think they're that good. Didn't die? Unbelievable. Maybe if I had, like, ever purchased something other than harvesting. I have 62 harvesting. Like, sure, I'm down. Oh, you're talking about loot as a starting weapon in general? Yeah, it's like okay. If there are characters, like when there are characters who like the luck, I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's that good on characters who don't like the luck for some reason. Characters who like more consumable drops or scale something off luck or, you know, whatever. Yes, if the character already starts with luck, then loot is pretty good for sure. Look at my stats. That's kind of beautiful. We've just ended wave 5 and my stats are zeros except for health, damage, and harvesting. Let's try to keep that going. Nope. Incoming crown. Hell yeah. Friend, please. Please die. This is an example of a situation where manual aiming would be good. Oh, I got them both. Okay. Just barely. Oh. Well. Alright, so I'm not sure that this is showing me that spears are good on Saber. But it sure is some sort of a start. As one chat philosopher said, use the cheat because it's impossible. Check him PC. JORBS is very good at the game. But this is not normally. You posted the copy pasta for me, but I can't see it because I filter commands. I sure do. Is there enough build variety in Brotato? Yeah, I think so. I think, if the way you play the game is look up what the best build is on a character and then do that, then probably you're missing out on a lot of the build variety in the game. Like, as a person who watches somebody stream Brotato and sees how that person plays the characters, you are missing out on a whole chunk of the, like, learning what thing you think is good on the characters part of the game, which to me is the most fun part of the game. Doesn't this just like make me weaker? It costs Sony. It costs 3% damage to give me 5% damage, but also I lose the materials that I'm getting with Piggy Bank because of it. I think it's like bad. Because 75 materials getting 20% every wave adds up to quite a lot of percent damage by the end of the run. You like to play what feels good in Brotato, you didn't know there was a meta to this game? I don't think I was saying there's a meta, I think I was saying, like, are you deciding what you're playing based on experimenting with the game to find out what you like playing, or are you finding out what you're playing by, like, Googling it? Because if you're Googling it, the game is going to feel like it has a lot less game in it. Because you are Googling your way out of engaging with a lot of the game. Every game has a meta. I don't think that's true. Lean very engineering heavy, but the only Brotato streamer you watch doesn't seem to like engineering much. Oh yeah, engineering's terrible. Rock, paper, scissors. Meta is paper right now. Wonderful. I think a meta is something that is developed by people who interact with the game, but like does not just abstractly exist because the game does. Medical turret seems kind of nice. I'm just locking this to try to get a cursed spear. This character is kind of terrible. Spears are good though. Never lucky. I got a wave 11 elite again. Oh. Do I need to buy anything to win the rest of the run at this point? Some attack speed would be really nice. Usually I go like 3, 4, 5 rerolls or something looking for padding at this point of saber runs. But I don't really bother buying other stuff unless it's really broken. I think that one might be really broken. That one's probably pretty good. Alright. Hey Shahalud, I'm doing pretty well. I have hook. What are, like, so what? I don't understand what you think that means. Hook has a fear of crocodiles? That's too bad. That's gotta be hard if you're a pirate. 15% attack speed, baby. Oh yeah, there's the crocodile with the ticking clock in it or whatever. Gosh, I have not... They should do a Peter Pan remake. Was that story problematic in some sort of way? Probably. Too bad. Which story isn't? The Witcher and Wheel of Time, somehow. Not really sure how, having tried to read both of them. Why literally never padding? Yes, the Wheel of Time is, like, famously problematic in my opinion. Which is why it is weird that it is a major IP for Amazon now. The Witcher also famously problematic. Major IP for Netflix. I don't, did they finish reading them before they decided to attach their brands to them? I'm just confused by it, that's all. This has been a good fight. Versus Left Shark. Okay. The problem with The Witcher is that the entire series is about how a young girl has like magical blood, and as such her child will like save the world or rule the world or something. And how that interacts with powerful men. And it turns out that that doesn't interact very well with powerful men. And unlucky. If only we had thought of a different premise for our book. Oh well. Even Lord of the Rings is problematic? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We could, like, tie our brands to, like, stories that weren't written in the ways that fantasy was written decades ago. I sure have 6,000 materials, but no padding. Game of Thrones was pretty big. That is true. Huh. Can I do something with that much engineering? Alternately, can I make a different stat my lowest stat real quick? I don't think so. It's cursed. All right. My healing turrets heal me for 23. "60 braids tugged, 123 skirts smoothed, 80 arms folded beneath breasts, 70 ears boxed, and 49 mustaches knuckled." Okay. That's... Calm down. You have successfully forced me to move my character, I guess. I think the gender descriptions are just kind of tiresome. It's the structure of the world that is where you find problematic stuff in Wheel of Time. Where's Tyler at? Get him, Tyler. I've never had enough engineering that medical turret, like, had a relevantly larger amount of healing on it. Wait, I'm full health? Oh, I picked up the red crate. Okay. I am also next to a medical turret. What a weird run. Saver is so bizarre. Like, I could have just found padding. The weird thing about Wheel of Time fandom to use the number of people claiming that spanking is normal and unremarkable. To some people it is, I don't know. Little weird. $13 max HP, doesn't feel worth it. I don't know. Why does this deal that much damage? Because I have 289% damage. Okay. Understood. Padding! Why never padding? Fucking hell. Should have taken landmines? Sure, I guess so. $400 damage. Look, I'm busy being upset that I didn't find padding, okay? Thought engineering was bad. I am probably up about, like, 10,000 materials over what it would cost to buy this engineering normally. I think probably more than that, actually. So that may be influencing the circumstances of the run. Someone who has never read any Wheel of Time but has only ever heard people praising the series and its author, this conversation has been a bit jarring to you. Wheel of Time. Sexism. How many men versus women have you heard doing this? Is the Wheel of Time a feminist series? It passed the Bechdel test hundreds of times over. I don't know, maybe it's good. I don't know, I tried reading, like, I got halfway through book 1 before becoming tired of the female characters in the series, feeling like they were, like, pieces of cardboard, basically. And then I stopped reading it. So that was my experience. Do you think this item's good here? I think we have officially broken the game. Okay. The stuff it was being compared to was like David Eddings and stuff. Sure, like another thing about the Wheel of Time is like, was it worse than usual for a fantasy book published by a male author in the 1980s? Like, no? But have we written fantasy that's better than it since the, you know, in the last 30 years? Probably. Does the saver run start the win streak rotation? Well, I also run as romantic. Saver 21 used spears, found tons of harvesting early and an early crown. Which waves were difficult? Felt like wave 8, 9, 10-ish were where it was difficult. '11 as well, because there was an elite, right? And then never found padding. Look at that massive 20 harvesting due to early crown. Really snowballed me, yeah. You're allowed to like and enjoy problematic things so long as you understand the problems. You're allowed to like and enjoy problematic things, just full stop. The thing that them being problematic does is alienate people who could enjoy them, for whom the way that they are problematic is like stressful or tiresome or alienating. Like you can write a book that has terrible female characters in it and have a bunch of guys really enjoy reading it, and, you know, whatever. But if a woman tries to read it, they may not find it very enjoyable. And then, you know, you could have written something that they would have found enjoyable too, or whatever. This is my TED Talk. Thank you for attending.